मेरा नाम शुभांगी है। मैं एक ट्रांसजेंडर हूँ। मुझे अपनी फैमिली वाले एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते क्योंकि मैं ट्रांसजेंडर हूँ। फिर बायोलॉजिकली मैं उनके नज़र में मैं उनका बच्चा हूँ, तो मुझे बुरे रास्ते नहीं जाने देंगे, मुझे अच्छे रास्ते जाने देंगे। बट मेरी जड़न भड़न एक फीमेल हार्मोन्स की तेजी है, जिसमें फीमेल्स में मुझे कुछ इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है। मुझे मेल में इंटरेस्ट है। मुझे कोई हैंडसम मतलब बॉडी बिल्डर कोई दिखा तो मुझे उससे फीलिंग होती है कि नहीं क्या मैं उसके साथ कुछ करूँ। पर एक हैरेसमेंट रहती है ना अपनी कि नहीं क्या कुछ होएगा कुछ करेगा, तो इसके लिए मुझे डर लगता था मैं क्या करूँ क्या नहीं। बट मैंने घर वालों को बताया कि मैं एक हिजड़ा हूँ, तो उन्होंने मुझे बहुत मारा, मुझे घर से निकाल दिया। मुझे पुलिस स्टेशन तक लेके गए वो। मेरा सर्जरी कराया, मतलब दवा मेडिकल्स कराया मुझे, तो इसके लिए कुछ नहीं हुआ मेरा, तो हार गई। मेरे घर पे ऐसा है कि एक लड़का है तो वो लड़कों की तरह रहे, और एक लड़की है तो वो लड़की की तरह रहे। ऐसा है मेरे घर की मेंटालिटी अलग है। वो बोलते हैं तू लड़का है तो लड़कियों की तरह क्यों रहता है, और वो बोलते हैं कि तू लड़की की तरह रहा तो हम लोग तेरे को ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे।
तुझे म्हणाली कसं मारलं पट्ट्यानी वगैरे?
मेरे पापा ने मुझे पट्टे से मारा था, अपना बेल्ट रहता है और बेल्ट से मुझे मारा था।
बेल्ट
उससे मुझे मारा था क्योंकि मैंने उनको बताया था कि मैं एक हिजड़ा हूँ, तो इसलिए उन्होंने मुझे मारा। मैंने अपनी सिर्फ पर्सनैलिटी उनके सामने रखी तो उन्होंने मुझे इतना कर दिया। वो बोलते तो घर छोड़ के चला जा, मेरे पास रहना।
तुझं काय इश्यू नहीं है?
मैं सिर्फ इतना ही कहना चाहती हूँ मेरे माँ बाप से कि मैं जैसे हूँ आप मुझे वैसे एक्सेप्ट कर लो, क्योंकि मेरी जड़न भड़न वैसी है। मुझे नैसर्गिक रीत्या मुझे वैसा बनाया है कुदरत में, तो मैं क्या करूँ।
Nature has made me what I am. So please accept me how I am. Don't change me because it hurts me a lot.
I think. Can I give her a hug?
Yes.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम राखी है और मैं एक संस्था में काम करती हूँ। सभी चार छोटी इस संस्था का नाम है, जो मेरी गौरी गुरु है उनका ही वो संस्था है। और मुझे खाना बनाना बहुत पसंद है, म्यूज़िक सुनना बहुत पसंद है, गाने गाना बहुत पसंद है, और डांस करना भी बहुत पसंद है। मैं लावनी डांस करती हूँ। हाँ, हिजड़ों को बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, बहुत तरीके से प्रॉब्लम्स आती है हॉस्पिटल्स में, पुलिस स्टेशंस में। तो नहीं होना चाहिए ये उनको। अगर हाँ आप हिजड़ों को साथ दोगे, आप समझोगे, तो ही वो आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, आगे जा सकते हैं। तो मैं इतना ही गुजारिश करूँगी कि आप हिजड़ों को समझो, उनकी फीलिंग्स को समझो और उनको आगे जाने का मौका दो। बस ये कहना चाहिए।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम अन्नू गौरी है और मैं सखी ट्रांसजेंडर में काम करती हूँ। मैं 2 साल हो गए मुझे ऑपरेशन करती हूँ, बट मैंने घर पे नहीं बताई हूँ। मैं पेरेंट्स एंड पे रहती हूँ क्योंकि मैं साड़ी पे क्यों नहीं आ सकती, क्योंकि मैं घर वाले को बताऊँगी। मैं किन्नर तो बन चुकी हूँ, घर वाले को मालूम पड़ा मैं किन्नर को, मैंने ऑपरेशन किया कि मुझे घर से निकाल देंगे। इसके लिए अपने आप को दिल में छुपाए मैं एक साइड पैंट पे रहती हूँ। मुझे साड़ी पहनने का बहुत मन करता है, ड्रेस पहनना, घूमना, ना मेकअप करना। मैं फिर मैं घर वालों की वजह से वो सब नहीं कर पाती हूँ। लेकिन मैं घर पे ऐसा प्रॉब्लम है, अगर मैं घर पे बताऊँगी, मेरी मम्मी ऑलरेडी मम्मी बीमार रहती है हमेशा। अगर मैं उनको बताई कि मैंने ऑपरेशन किया की हूँ तो उन्हें फटाक से झटका लग जाएगा। उन्हें कुछ हुआ तो मैं फिर वो सब घर वाले ब्लेम करेंगे तो उन्हें बताया करके ये प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। और मुझे
और कुछ लगता है तुझे ट्रांसजेंडर्स को क्या मिलना चाहिए, सुविधा क्या मिलना चाहिए, समाज में क्या सोचना चाहिए जड़ों के बारे में?
एक्चुअली हमें समाज में हमें इज्जत नहीं मिल पाती, हमें बुरी तरह से देखते हैं समाज के लोग। मैं सोचती हूँ हमें भी एक इज्जत मिलना चाहिए, जैसे फीमेल और मेल को इज्जत मिलता है, वैसे किन्नर को भी इज्जत मिलना ज़रूरी है। जब हम अगर बस में या ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करते हैं तो हमें सब जो समाज के लोग हैं हमें बुरी नज़र से बहुत देखते हैं। हमें अगर लेडीज़ के बाजू में अगर बैठते हैं तो लेडीज़ फटाक से उठ जाती है, हमें कहाँ पे भी इज्जत नहीं मिल पाती।
So what happens if I post this if they happen to see the
So
video?
they won't see. They are very lucky.
Okay, so they don't say. Okay, so it's safe to post.
हाँ, yes, yes.
Okay. Don't worry,
I'm still
cut
confused. This is technology. The camera has become so small.
No worries, we will cut
First
anything.
time I'm
I say.
interviewing in the small
camera.
I have a bigger camera, but I thought this one would probably make more sense because big camera is a little scary for people. All right, so first tell me what's your name and a little bit about you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Urmi Jadhav. I'm based from Mumbai and I'm working here last 16 years in हमसफर organization. बेसिकली लोगों को ट्रांसजेंडर्स के बारे में बहुत नॉलेज नहीं है क्योंकि कोई भी स्कूल में या कॉलेज में या किसी भी हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर्स में कोई भी किसी भी तरह का अभी तक डेफिनेशन नहीं था कि ट्रांसजेंडर्स क्या है करके. अभी भी 3 साल हो गए हैं नासा जजमेंट आके, बट फिर भी कई बार लोगों को पता नहीं है कि ट्रांसजेंडर क्या है. तो ट्रांसजेंडर ये एक बिग अम्ब्रेला है. उसके अंदर ट्रांस मैन आते हैं, ट्रांस वुमन आते हैं. ट्रांस वुमेंस में ही हिजरा कल्चर आता है जो एक इंडिया का सबसे पुराना और महत्वपूर्ण कल्चर है, जिसको हम हायरार्की कहते हैं. ये गुरु शिष्य परंपरा है जिसमें हमको अगर हिजड़ा कल्चर में रहना है या इंटर करना है तो हमको किसी को गुरु बनाना पड़ता है और हमें उसके अंडर रहना पड़ता है. तो ट्रांसजेंडर्स बहुत बार लोग जो है लोगों को लगता है कि ट्रांसजेंडर वो होता है जो लड़का थोड़ा फेमिनाइन है या फिर थोड़ा गर्ल्स के जैसा बिहेव करता है या फीमेल के जैसे बिहेव करता है तो वो ट्रांसजेंडर है या फिर वो हिजड़ा है.
Right, so some people actually think that being transgender or being homosexual is a choice. What do you say to these people?
It's a very funny and it's a very serious question also. Because बहुत सारे लोगों को ये लगता है कि बिकॉज कई सारे कॉल्स मेरे पास आते हैं. फिलहाल अभी मैं पिछले 3 दिन से बहुत एक कॉल से परेशान हूँ क्योंकि वो लड़का इंडिया का ही है और वो पूना नागपुर साइड का है और उसको हिजड़ा बनना है और वो मुझे बार बार फोर्स कर रहा है कि मुझे आपकी कम्युनिटी में इंटर करो, मुझे आपके साथ रखो, मुझे आपके पास रखो, मुझे हिजड़ा बनना है, मुझे हिजड़ा बनना है. मैंने उसको बोला कि ये चॉइस नहीं है, ये अंदर से होना चाहिए कि आप ऐसा नहीं कि आप रात को आपको लगे कि आपको हिजड़ा बनना है और आप सुबह उठो और साड़ी पहनो और घर से निकल जाओ. इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट कि आप रात को कोई एक ड्रिंक देखो और मॉर्निंग में उठ के आप गर्ल क्लॉथ्स पहन के आप निकल जाओ करके. ये इतना आसान नहीं है क्योंकि लोगों में अभी भी वो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, अभी भी वो स्टिग्मा है लोगों में क्योंकि लोगों को लगता है कि ये हिजड़ा है या ये ट्रांसजेंडर है तो ये सिर्फ सेक्स वर्क करते हैं और ये सिर्फ भीख मांगते हैं. तो ये उनका एक माइंड सेटअप बन गया है, सोसाइटी का एक मेंटलिटी बन गई है कि ट्रांसजेंडर है, हिजड़ा है तो ये सेक्स वर्क ही करते हैं और ये भीख ही मांगते हैं, इसके अलावा इनको कुछ आता नहीं है. तो ये बहुत बड़ा बैरियर है समझने के लिए और इसी वजह से जो है कई बार हम सामना करते हैं डिस्क्रिमिनेशन का और स्टिग्मा का क्योंकि इन्हीं चीज़ों की वजह से सोसाइटी में मेन स्ट्रीम सोसाइटी में एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं आ रहा है और लोगों का जो है वो लोग दिख नहीं रहे. बहुत सारे लोग जो है वो दिख रहे हैं वो बहुत कम है, उंगली में गिनने के हिसाब से है. बट जिस तरीके से एक्सेप्टेंस चाहिए या जिस तरीके से उनको मेन स्ट्रीम में लाना चाहिए उस तरीके से नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि उसके पीछे का रीज़न ये है कि लोगों को लगता है कि हिजड़ा है या ट्रांसजेंडर है तो वो सिर्फ सेक्स वर्क ही करते हैं और वो सिर्फ भीख ही मांगते हैं. Thinking is a mentality in Indian people.
Right.
Not Indian people, but it's a mentality because they think you are a transgender, so you are easy to come with me and sleep with me because I'm working here last 16 years. But when I'm out of my office and I'm going my way to home or any other, so they made me know what I am and what I'm working. So they asked me, "Hello, ma'am, can I get your number? Are you free tonight? Can you come with me?"
Probably have gone through a lot, and that you're capable of taking care of yourself. But I want to imagine what it feels like for someone who's maybe a teenager. When a transgender is of a young age and they don't have enough self-esteem to begin with, and they don't have maybe the family support and the social support, what do you think it does to them when they hear these kind of things?
बहुत सारे जो लोग हैं कम्युनिटी में, उनका जो एजुकेशन लेवल है वो 80 to 85% जो कम्युनिटी में लोग हैं उनका एजुकेशन लेवल है 8 to 10 स्टैंडर्ड.
Which is
Because of-
what age is that? 8 to 10 standard.
8 to 10 standard might be, it must be like 13, 14.
So they stop
14 to
usually
15.
going to school after
14 to 15.
15 years.
15
yeah.
years.
Yeah, because of in school harassment,
School harassment, rapes,
violence,
discrimination, beaten up, everything happens.
everything
There's violence
happens
happening.
in, that teenagers.
Yeah,
So
mostly
that's
on the
why-
teenager during 8, 9, 10 standard. So what happens after that? They start leaving schools and like they run away from schools, and there's too much of phobia created because of the school friends itself discriminating. So
And
most of the things
50%
happen.
families are throughout.
And 50% of the
50 to
families-
70% family throughout the children because they are feminine.
Because
They are transgender or they are hijra. Transgender is a new word. Okay, we are using to globally word is a transgender.
Yeah.
But in a transgender, in an umbrella, it's some core groups. It's specific is a hijra culture.
India,
In India, Pakistan, Nepal.
Mostly
Right,
Asian-
yeah,
Asian
yeah,
countries
Asian
use
and
this
South
word,
Asian
yeah.
countries,
China
right.
is a hijra
Hijra
culture.
culture.
You know? But it's a transgender is a new term.
Oh.
I'm
So
sorry,
what-
my English is very bad.
No, your English is good. Don't worry. It's the story. What you're telling me is bad. It's not the English.
Because of that discrimination and stigma and violence and humiliation, abuse in a teenage, in a school age, the people are depressed, or they are not, because that age they are not sure who I am.
They don't know. They don't know what it means. They probably don't
It's a
have the
adolescence
support.
age. Is an adolescence age, so I don't know who I am. When happened with me in a school, some guys bullying me, abusing me, humiliating me in a toilet, in a bathroom, in a classroom when teacher is not in classroom. So I don't know why they are doing with me like this, because I don't know who I am. Why they treat me like this? I don't know. Why they not treat like other guys this, and only why me?
Because you were too young to
Yeah,
understand.
Because I'm just behaving as a feminine, because I'm just behaving in the like a girl. That's why. So इसके वजह से जो बच्चे हैं एडोलेंस एज के या टीन एज के, वो जाकर स्कूल में या घर में किसी से कंप्लेंट भी नहीं कर सकते. सो टीचर बोलते हैं कि तुम वैसा हो, इसके लिए तुम्हारे साथ ये करते हो, तो तुम्हारे साथ वैसे ही होना चाहिए. यू डिजर्व इट कि लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं तुम्हारे साथ, तो ये तुम्हारे साथ ऐसे ही होना
Because
चाहिए.
you're acting feminine.
हाँ, एंड फैमिली बोलती है कि तुम्हारे में कुछ गलत है, तुम सीधे रहो, बिकॉज इट्स ये एक दायरा बन गया है, एक लाइन बन गई है कि फीमेल है और मेल है.
It's black
इसके
or
अलावा
white. There's
बाकी
nothing.
कुछ
in-
नहीं, नथिंग. तो इसके बीच में कुछ भी गड़बड़ होती है तो फिर ये है. तो अगर हम फैमिली में अगर जाके हम घर में बोले भी कि लड़के मुझे छिड़ाते हैं या मुझे अब्यूज़ करते हैं या मुझे बुलिंग करते हैं, तो फैमिली के मेंबर बोलते हैं कि तू ऐसा कर मत कर.
You change your ways and then it will stop.
You are forcing people to do this because
Mm.
that's your fault. It's only male and female. You are something different. So you are just encouraging other people to abuse you, to humiliate you, to bully you, to get better.
तुम
and
ठीक
all.
से कोई छेड़ेगा नहीं, तुम लड़के जैसा रहे.
So they were forcing her to be like a man. If you are behaving like a feminine, so people will definitely want to abuse you.
Wait, so Bunny, when you say 80 or 85% of them are not educated past 13, 14 years of age, and this is the kind of background they grow up in, and this is how they
And that
treat in
time
schools, and they leave school. So what do they do?
That time they run out of
They
house,
run away from family.
or they throw out of family, and then that time they join the
Hijra
hijra.
gharanas.
Okay.
So they have their gharanas where
So
they have their own principles
if
and
they
cultures.
joined gharanas, so they have there in gharanas it's the rules, regulations, there are culture.
There are cultures.
So if you go in gharana and you join the gharana, so you have some guru. one
Okay.
of guru.
Mhm.
Otherwise you
It's
can't.
like a chairman.
It's like you can't survive.
Otherwise you can't survive in
You can't
Hijra
survive
culture.
because Hijra culture is like
It's
very
a
powerful and the
very
most
powerful.
strict and the most it's like a big culture.
It's a
But
hierarchy.
and you have to go into that culture if you're like very dependent and you're doing very self-employed
And
and
it's a
all.
very
So
supportive.
it's very risky.
Right.
Very communicated. It's a small group, but it's a very communicated and it's a
yeah.
very supportive.
Risky in terms of what happens because first of all when they are at their own place
Mm.
and if there's a family discrimination they are purposely run away from the house or they have been thrown out of the house.
Right.
So when they are like away from like their outskirts of any part of country and they're back to Mumbai, so they have to find a place to stay at least.
Uh-huh.
So here even watchman doesn't allow them to go inside the mall.
Right.
Even they can't access restaurant if they wanted to have food or something like that. They are
Or-
like always allowed to stay away from each and everything. So that time what happens? This Gharana systems work them. It's like an adoption types.
It's like a sense of belonging. into,
Yeah. At
into-
least they give. So there are many transgenders who are like anyways inside a part of the Hijra culture, and there is me as a transgender going in, and I get a new family there.
Right.
Because if you're alone on street, the views towards transgender are always treated as sex toys.
Right. Absolutely. I've seen
It's
that.
always seen that transgender, she is like a sex toy for us. Let's use it. If she is alone, then it's very risky. So only the thing is that to get into the new family system is Hijra Gharana.
Right.
That's all.
It's really
तो
sad.
अगर आप हिजड़ा का घराने में इंटर करते हो, आप प्रवेश करते हो, तो कोई मायने नहीं रखता कि आप गोरे हो, काले हो, आप कौन से जात से हो, कौन से कास्ट से
Yeah, that's
हो,
the best
कौन से
policy.
culture से
No
हो।
racism, no
कोई
casteism,
जरूरत नहीं।
nothing.
सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये मायने रखता है कि आप कितना कंफर्टेबल हो हिजड़ा घराने में आने के, आप कितना श्योर हो अपने आप से हिजड़ा घराने में आने के। दैट्स व्हाई यू आस्किंग ना लास्ट क्वेश्चन, अर्लियर क्वेश्चन, व्हाई नॉट टीनेजर हिजड़ा वी आर लुकिंग एनीवेयर। सो उसका रीज़न ये है क्योंकि बहुत रिस्की होता है उस एज में हम किसी भी टीनेजर या एडल्ट बच्चे को हम हिजड़ा घराने में इंटर करा लें। हम एंटरटेन करते हैं बच्चों को कि हाँ तुम इज लाइक अ रोहन नाउ इन 16 years, okay, so he want to come with me as my chela and he want to me as her guru. So I'm talking you, yeah baby, is okay, fine, but when you complete your 18 years, so
You can come and join.
officially enter in my family, in my Hijra culture. But now you come, you maybe come, you eat with me, you surround with me, you
have
shopping
company.
with me. It's okay, but you can't away your house and stay
Unless
with
you are
me
18.
Unless you are 18,
Uh-huh.
because there are myths, so many myths here.
Because what happens, there are so many myths because what happens, the society is like if you're taking any transgenders, if suppose I'm 15 years of age and I'm very like I'm masculine, but I feel myself that I'm as a transgender because I feel like that. And if I'm 15 and I'm talking to Urmi, then the society thinks that Urmi is converting me to transgenders.
Oh, okay.
You know,
That's not.
so
That's
that
impossible.
you are
can't
converting
convert
children into transgenders. That's the biggest myth happen. Before joining myself, now it's 5 years now. I am working with the Hamsafar Trust. She is the first person like I as a transgender I started communicating because I used to always see in the train and you know everything. But personally eating food like hugging, lovey-dovey, everything is like she's the first person to change my complete scenarios. But after one day she made me realize that I always come like it's like a 1 hour journey from one end to reach to my office. So I see a lot of transgender, but there is no one asking them like, have you had your breakfast? Since morning 5 o'clock you are begging in train. It's now 11ish. Have you eaten something? Have you had tea? No one is going to ask them. So what I do? So she made me realize. So whenever now I'm in train, if someone is like begging continuously from one train to another train, so at least I find that she's standing at platform. I'll tell her that what is your name, from which gharana are you, have you eaten something, if you're not sure, let's come together eat, at least have chai together. So I like walk, I just hold her, I just walk to let people surround. I'm giving a positive message there. So I take them to restaurants, I eat food with them, I have chai. they are in very urgency. So like I ask them, do you know Urmi Jadhav? I work with her. So I have her visiting cards always. I keep on giving her visiting cards. I say. So I keep on doing that. So that is my process of sensitizing people. And at least college people and like everything start looking at me. Wow, this is something different. And after that they come to me and start asking me questions. Why did you talk to her? What made you realize? You know, then all those questions start in public.
Yeah.
Even in train, if the train is overcrowded, I just go and hug them. I just don't care.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And you know, last is a big stigma here in with healthcare providers.
Oh.
So doctors, because they is there myths or they are काय म्हणतात त्याला?
Stereotypes?
ना assumptions.
Assumptions.
Yes.
Yeah, they keep. So I'm a transgender, so I'm 100% I have a child.
Yeah, they won't even touch their bodies. If I touch you, your disease will come to me. They won't even do the operations over there.
The operation, fuck off operation, but they didn't check up with stethoscope.
They doesn't even check. Actually, what is the doctor say? If someone is going to you, you should at least do a complete routine checkup
Sure.
of your body.
Yeah.
So it's to identify something, there's something going wrong. They won't even use a stethoscope on their chest, whether to just to confirm that I
The
don't want
last
to touch.
10
Consider
years,
them
last
not
before 10 years,
untouchables and unclean,
Yeah.
basically.
या बिफोर 10 ईयर 10 साल पहले ये सीन था कि जो ट्रांसजेंडर या हिजड़ा हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते थे उनको सबसे लास्ट में बुलाया जाता था और डॉक्टर उनको पूछते भी नहीं थे कि अगर मेरे सामने ट्रांसजेंडर बैठा है मैं डॉक्टर हूँ तो डॉक्टर पूछते भी नहीं थे क्या है क्या हुआ है तुझे क्या हुआ है हाँ क्या हुआ है हाँ ठीक है
They will just write the medicine. They will just make you talk. Okay, what is the doctor? If suppose I'm doctor, I'm asking Urmi, so you and I'm questioning her what has happened to you. She's like telling me, मुझे I'm feeling vomiting, I'm feeling like loose motion, and he won't even check. He will just write a prescription and go to medical and take it.
It's like they treat them like they're not human beings.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I'm telling I have fever, so you take my pulse, you take my heartbeats, you
The
take
pressure and everything.
pressure and everything, nothing.
Just because.
Just because you are transgender.
Okay. That's quite a lot. I don't want to hold you for too long. I would have loved to stay because I'm really genuinely enjoying this conversation.
My first answer is we all are human beings. So अभी तो मुझे नहीं पता यूएस में क्या है लॉज एंड यूएस के क्या कानून है उसके बारे में मुझे पता नहीं है पर इंडिया में कई सारे कानून बदली भी हो रहे कई सारे कानून चेंजेस भी हो रहे ठीक है पहले जहाँ पर लड़कियाँ पैदा होना गुनाह माना जाता था अगर आप बॉर्न करती हो किसी गर्ल को तो आप वो गलत है आपको सिर्फ बॉय ही बॉर्न करना चाहिए बिकॉज बॉय जो है वो आगे घर चलाएगा वो खानदान की परंपरा को आगे लेके जाएगा अब कुछ कुछ कानून ऐसे भी आए कि जन्म से पहले भी आपको अधिकार है आपको कोई अधिकार नहीं है अगर मैं लड़की हूँ तो आप मेरा अबॉर्शन करो वो माँ को भी अधिकार नहीं है कि माँ अपने मिसकरेज करे कि मैं अगर मुझे मेरे पेट के अंदर बेबी बॉय अगर गर्ल है मेरे पेट के अंदर तो आप मुझे मिसकरेज नहीं कर सकते आपको सोनोग्राफी नहीं कर सकते सोनोग्राफी करके आप टेस्ट नहीं कर सकते कि आपके पेट में बॉय है या गर्ल है ये कानून अपराध है आपको इसमें जेल जाना पड़ सकता है तो ये सारे कानून ये भी बढ़ रहे हैं काफ़ी सारे लॉज अभी भी हो रहे तो ये एक अच्छा ये है तो मेरा बोलना यही है अगर एक न जन्मे इंसान को भी इस तरह के अधिकार है तो हम तो जीते जाते इंसान हैं तो हमें उन सब अधिकारों से क्यों वंचित किया जाता है हमें इक्वलिटी का हक नहीं होता हमें प्रॉपर्टी का हक नहीं होता हमें एजुकेशन का राइट्स नहीं है हम कहीं दूसरी जगह पर कुछ काम नहीं कर सकते मेन स्ट्रीम सोसाइटी में हमको हाउसिंग में कोई स्कीम्स नहीं है कुछ नहीं है हमें कोई पॉलिसीज़ नहीं है गवर्नमेंट्स की
Now it is like started coming up. Only the thing is that they have just spoken it, but the implementation
It's not
there's not
there.
yet.
It's
The
not
implementation
there.
is still in the
3 years
process.
happened before 3 years.
It's not 3 years.
The Nalsa judgment
Yeah.
here.
So it's
It's a
very
recognized third
But there's
gender
nothing as of
a
now.
transgender. But in a 3 years, is nothing.
There's
happened.
no
There's
work
No
happening.
any implementation.
There's only meetings and meetings and meetings, big meetings going on, but there's nothing happening.
How- I hope that's not offensive.
It's very critical question. Yeah. But in communities, so many transgenders or hijra, they are not accepting I am a transgender or I am a hijra. They are
They will-
like a woman. I'm a woman.
they'll identify themselves as a
They
woman.
identify themselves. I'm a woman.
Yes.
They are. I'm not. In now because when before 3 years is a Nalsa judgment coming as a transgender. तब से ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम होने लगा बिकॉज क्योंकि जो इंडिविजुअल ट्रांसजेंडर्स थे वो उभर के आने लगे और जो इंडिविजुअल ट्रांसजेंडर्स हैं उनको हिजरा का कल्चर से कोई सपोर्ट सिस्टम नहीं है क्योंकि उनके पास गुरु नहीं है उनके पास कोई चेला नहीं है कुछ नहीं है वो इंडिविजुअल है तो उसकी वजह से उनको प्रॉब्लम्स है तो हिजरा कल्चर जो है इनको दुत्कारता नहीं है कि आप ये नहीं बोलता है कि आप न्यू जनरेशन के ट्रांसजेंडर्स हो तो आप इसमें मत आओ पर न्यू जनरेशन के ट्रांसजेंडर्स है वो चाहते हैं कि हमको हिजड़ा कल्चर में नहीं जाना है हम क्यों हिजड़ा घराने में जाए मुझे किसी को गुरु नहीं बनाना है मुझे किसी का चेहरा नहीं बनना है मुझे सेक्स वॉक नहीं करना है या मुझे टीक नहीं मांगना है मैं जो भी कुछ करूँ मैं अपनी मर्जी से करूँ तो ये है बट अगर हिजड़ा घराने का भी ये है कि अगर आप कर रहे हो तो आप करो उसमें कोई ये नहीं है उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है पर आप ऐसा कुछ चीज़ें मत करो जिसकी वजह से समाज में सोसाइटी में कोई गलत मैसेज कोई गलत सेंटेंस बने डेफिनेशन बने
How are you?
I'm fine. Namaste. I'm
Namaste.
Gauri Saman. Saman. I consider myself as a hijra, not a woman. So I'm a hijra. Yes, I'm a transgender for your US term, but I wanted people to understand hijra also because hijra is a one culture. We follow the traditional things, the guru chela system, like mother-daughter system. So in US, what you will call for this? You will say sari
Sorry, yes.
because there is no another word.
Yeah.
So for here also you have to say hijra because we follow the rules and regulation and customize. We are the oldest ethnic group of the community called hijra.
Searching about the history of Hijra, the Hijra community, it seems to me that in the past, and at least according to the Hindu tradition and
Mythology.
laws, yes, they were held in such high regard
Yes.
until British ruling and the new
Yeah.
laws, which basically brought all these ideas from different, Western ideas
Yes.
that
Yes.
had just they weren't very tolerant towards sexual minorities in general, whether it be a transgender or homosexual or anyone, and that translated into changing things in India. And the irony of it is these things changed now in the UK and in the West, but India
It is
still-
India, they have not changed.
still
Yes,
have
it is
not
very
changed.
painful for, while before coming British, we was there. We was with princes, we was in harems, we used to take care of queens, we used to do everything, cooking and all. So that time we was very close to kings. But when British came, automatically we have to go. And now the section 377, any other carnal intercourse. So because of only section 377 and after British, we have lost our dignities. In Hindu mythology, we have a god who sometimes wears saris.
Yeah, yes.
Might be you can call cross-dresser or something, but it was a return. So it is not any outside culture what we have accepted. Okay, for transgender no, because our history has says that. because our God has been a transgender. Then what very funny thing they started red light areas for sex worker, and they built the sex workers house in India. When any people will come to India, and if they wanted to have sex, they will go to brothel sex worker. That time they will come in the car, and the red lamp was hanging over there, and if the person goes inside, he used to hang that red bulb outside. So that's why we say lal batti or red light area. Red light area. They kicked out us from the shelter of kings, and for using us for sex work, they give us this red light areas. So when British came, new additional we got as a sex worker label. Before British coming, we was doing badhai, basti, the dancing, religious program. You know, we used to dress up with blessings and dog, getting decorative goddess and all everything. But when British came, they gave a new responsibility to have a harems and all. And one another label we got as a sex worker.
What's the reality of transgenders today in India? What is it?
Transgender reality is very bad, because no heterosexual people, mummy, daddy, parents are not ready to accept them, so they are thrown out. Very less education, because there is no social acceptance for transgender, so they run away from the house, and once you run away from house, you will go to transgender. There is no not just something things that the education is there, no employment is there, and when you run from your family, automatically you will go to your people that you are the transgenders.
Will accept you as a community.
You.
Yeah.
And once you go to transgender, you will automatically follow the culture.
Which is?
What is the begging, dancing, and sex work. So you will follow all three cultures. If you are good looking, you will be the part of sex work. If you are okay, you will dancing, badhai basti will do. Or if you are that dull like Gauri, so you will go for monkdom. In 2014, I am the petitioner for the Supreme Court, and I filed the petition in Supreme Court. If tomorrow I kill anyone, what you will do? They say we will punish you. If you are going to punish me, then why you are not talking about my bread and butter, my rights? I am not an alien. I need my basic rights, fundamental rights, and it is quite shameful for me to have to knock the Supreme Court doors.
But it's not a favor. That's the thing that I want people to understand. When they talk about giving transgender rights, they have the rights.
Rights? Who the hell you are going to give? Exactly. Who the hell? They do like a favor that they are giving us, and after 4 years also I am not getting anything. It is all have written on the paper.
What are those rights that you're most?
That our education rights, our welfare boards, health rights, education rights, bread and butter, shelter rights, every rights, what I deserve as a human.
Yes, basically just equality.
Yes. What I never asked for another world.
No.
I want my respect. If you'll give me education, I will think. I can go to good opportunities. So I won't be on street. I won't do a sex work.
Yeah.
If I am willing, no one can stop me. But if I am forced to, and because I don't have any another option, and that's why I'm begging, or I'm doing sex work.
It's not much of a choice.
Just my bread and butter, who will feed me?
Yeah,
No one will help. No one will help. See, I'm not asking to each individual person. That is my constitution right. I'm asking to constitution rights. Please give me my rights. And still they are not giving. And we say we are very liberal, we have the culture and all everything. But my situation in India is very poor. We are in high risk behavior group because though we are in sex work.
And I was just talking to someone else earlier from the Home Suffer Trust, and they were telling me how when a transgender goes to a hospital to get treatment, something is
Yes, I
supposed
can
to
show you my picture. My guru is HIV positive, one of them, and doctor refused her to. She's suffering and she's in hospital. No doctor is going to take care of her.
What kind of help does she
She's
need?
in the last stage. Might be tomorrow or day after tomorrow she will leave us. It is not easy for me. Yes, but see, doctor refused to test you, then you feel guilty. They will make you realize that what shit you have done. Hey, you are transgender, that's why you got HIV. But who sleep with me? so-called heterosexual man from your society.
And
I was near the street only, but your father, your son, your brother come to me. They people have sex with me, but your only blame is there that I do a sex work.
When I was researching your story about the adoption of your daughter, I read somewhere that you adopted her at a time when she was going to be sold. Is that a true story?
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us how
Yes.
this happened?
Her mother used to come to our shelter. The female sex workers are very friendly with transgender, and her mother used to come to our shelter. We used to feed her and like that, and the trust was there. And she used to, when she was pregnant, that time used to come and she used to ask for pickles to me, lemon pickles and all, and I used to give her pickles and all. After 5 years, one of my outreach worker told me she have a baby. I was happy. It was only she has a baby, and I asked how is she. Like she said, oh, she have a baby, but now she's not feeling good, and she is HIV positive. No, she's not going in sex work side also, but her condition is very bad, and she started selling her TV, washing machine, each and everything from her house. And I went. That day, her owner, brothel-based owner, she was selling the daughter to Sonagachi.
Wow.
2 lakhs rupees.
She was selling her for 2
lakhs rupees. And that time I stood over there with her. I say no, it won't happen, and I will take care of her.
You made a decision.
That time was not clear vision statement that in case which after 10 years or 15 years people will recognize me as a trans mother. That time it was necessary for me to save that girl, and I just hold her hand. And I thought maybe day after tomorrow someone will come, her grandma or something, and they will ask
We'll take her, yeah.
They will ask me, give us my daughter back. But still no one came and no one blamed.
Really?
For her. Yes.
So her grandparents,
nobody
else?
No one come. When I brought her in my house, and I asked my chela to keep her boiled water because she was very dirty, and I wanted to give her bath. And when I was giving her bath, I realized she was not that healthy girl. No proper food. For each and every bones I can count it. 10, 12, even like that. She was like that.
She was that thin.
And I say, okay. And I don't want my daughter to look like a paper. So I started feeding her. Eat, milk and all. Within 15 days, she was like... And then I said, now you look like my daughter. I feed her milk and all, everything, and proper sleep and all, care and all. And she looked very beautiful. And I say, no, you are my daughter. You should have to be healthy. And she put on her weight. All my chelas look after her. My guru feed her. And being a social worker, I'm not 24/7 in the house.
Yes.
Sometimes I have to go outside.
Yeah.
And one new bird in a new cage. It was very difficult for her also and for us also. We're working in NGOs. We have several people who comes. The language and all, everything means, the feedingness and everything, because sometimes transgender drinks and all, they come, and that time I used to get scared. I don't wanted anyone to touch my daughter. And in the night also I used to sleep here, my chela this side and my daughter this side. In the night also, previously my sleep was like that. Once I go to sleep, in the morning 9 o'clock I will open, otherwise no, like this. But after my daughter come, I used to wake up in the night and look at her.
Make sure she's okay.
Make sure, yeah. And then I should, hey, sleep properly. Don't sleep like this. Keep your leg like this. Girls won't sleep like this. She have a habit like to sleep like a man. So I say, miss, what? Miss, it's here, like gender is again here. I say, hold your leg like this. And then whole night she will do like this. I say, please, meko neend aa rahi hai. I have to sleep now.
I'm done.
In the morning, I used to, once I check, I asked her to, previously my chela used to took care of her. Then she say, no, I will take care of myself and I am a grown up. And she used to do brush like this. Finish.
Done.
I say, oh, come here. I say, did you brush your teeth? I brush. I have seen her, the way she...
Just brushing the two front teeth, and that's it.
Finish. finished. I hold her, take a brush. Then she said, Mama, it is hurting me. I said, it's okay.
You're supposed to do that.
But you have to be clean. Then I used to give her bath and then we realized, girl, her need was something different. Then I used to keep care of her. My daughter is pure, eats fish and all. I am pure vegetarian. She used to not eat green vegetables and all. Only fish she used to eat. First finish this green vegetable, then I will give you fish. But any vegetable she won't touch it. So means she teach me how to mother.
Yeah.
Because she filled up my life. It was not like I complete her, she completed me. And thanks to God, by sending that angel in my life, it changed my life, entire life. Well, like traveling also, you see, transgenders are very bold and I'm very bold. I never used to take like this. I used to cover my body because I free bird. One day we was traveling in an auto rickshaw and my daughter said, Mama, I hope you will keep this like this. This won't be like this. I say, you are my mother, I'm your mother. But girls like that, then she used to say, no, while walking also, if any nice fellow going around, I just turn like face, wow, nice one. But while walking with my girl, I used to look like this, mother.
Give you a mom.
Yes, mom, because all changed. I tell you once she was 11 years and she wanted to go for bathroom. That lady's bathroom, and one lady say, you don't come inside.
Why?
She say me, don't, because you are transgender, don't come
you
inside. Don't come some. I say, okay, I won't come, because that time I was not in mood to fight also. And you forget activism or everything. I say, okay. I was standing outside, but I was waiting my daughter to come outside safely, and it was making me what will happen inside, and then I say, no, I will also come, because I am in sari. No one can ask me to stop outside. But in Bombay, we use female toilets, bathrooms. It was in a village. It was in a village, and that lady opposed me, and she say, you stand outside, let your daughter go inside.
That's the thing. Villages are very different to
Well,
India.
and in Bombay we are not used to stuff like that. I go washroom, I just
Freely and
open,
nobody
I
bothers.
do purposely makeup, I will just wear my dress and I will look to women and like I will show, and if I want to show, I will show my boobs and all, I have complete woman. But in the village you can't say like that.
Yeah.
She say, oh, you are trans, you are outside, let your daughter go inside. And not, see, it is not like that I am a transgender, so I have to work with transgenders only. I used to work with street children that time, and I used to work with Catholic organization, and they are very homophobic. I found my father was very homophobic, and one day he said, because of you transgender, you don't work with children. And that was my super speciality, to work with children, to rescue them from drug addict and all.
Because you're
Transgender, and he said, don't do this. And I feel whole night I cry, but I have to leave that job, and they didn't give my salary. Who have given first gender and second gender?
Exactly right.
Man is first gender. Who have decided? Because man comes from the woman only. Man won't give birth to man, so automatically female should be first gender, then man second gender, and then it's okay if you want to give me third gender. Otherwise, I don't believe in wanted to stand in the queue also of the gender. Who there you are going to decide? Why should I will, if there is another birth, I would like to be again Gauri, because my life is such a beautiful. No one can. Man have a restriction, women have a restriction, but transgender don't have. My sky is fully loved, and I'm very much happy person on the earth for being a transgender. The pain is there. Parents won't allow, accept us, and that pain is here. From last 21 years, I have not met my parents. I have seen my daddy crossing the road, but I was not having guts to ask my daddy to come and talk to me. But otherwise, giving damn to the society, I'm very much happy and very much lucky. I'm mother of this all queens. They call me mummy. I'm a grandma for this all people. But once, somewhere, you will feel sad that your own people don't recognize you and they don't want you in the family because of only you are wearing a sari. But this what I have get, I'm very lucky and I'm very proud. Don't make me cry.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm very much strong lady.
You are.
Yeah. You ask Shubhangi, if you'll meet Shubhangi, Shubhangi just 19 years old. Her father have kicked out her from the family. She was sleeping on the footpath, on the street. And again she went home and she said, I won't wear sari, but please, she begged them and asked them to put in the house. And she have sacrificed that she won't wear sari, but please don't kick out me from you. It is that relation. Our own parents won't understand us, and we are accepting all this society. Society come much later. Mother and father, because of their chromosome, we have been this, and it is a totally natural thing.
Even if it were not, as a parent, I think you should love your
Yes,
children
obviously,
unconditionally.
because if you love mentally disordered child, चाय का थोड़ा सा घोड़ भर तरी. If you love everyone, you should have to respect each and everyone. But here we will see there is no respect for the woman first, and we have to raise our issue. Now lots of women are raising their, for the rights and all. My rights come much later. What these people thinks. I'm happy. I'm feminist. I do have female friends also, and sometimes I go with them also. And that time I realize, oh, it's so difficult for the women also. That once the man will come to know, the equality will come.
It's gonna take a while.
Nature has given such a beautiful things to the woman that you have to respect. What happened? The anger, why we clap, why we get naked on the street? Because that is the last option when you get very angry.
You just go wild.
Because we are searching for the love from our childhood also.
What's one thing that you want the world to know about you and about transgenders in India?
For me, I'm a transgender. Accept me as what I am. Sexuality is not here, it's here. And I'm a woman from here. I won't say transgender also. Because if you see man and woman, we wanted to be a woman. But we are very proud to be a transgender. And gender, don't labelize. Mother could be anyone.
Yes.
Mother could be a gay man, it could be a bisexual, it could be a lesbian woman also, it could be a single parents also. Mother is a behavior. If you love someone, it should be come from your soul, from inside.
It's the things you do every day.
Yes.
To take care of
And
each
I'm
other.
mother. And I'm very proud to be a transgender mother. And I'm happy if world will accept me as a transgender mother and respect my sexuality and my journey from biological male to a biological woman from here. It's complete me my journey, and this is what I have deserved, and this is my success. No one can deny it from them, and today I'm very happy and I'm glad.